I haven't eaten yet today.
Oh my god, Brooklyn!
What?
You should eat.
I'm having a beer.
It's basically bread.
That is what I said, and it is on fucking recording, and you will hear it someday.
Yep.
What's up, nerds?
What's up?
What's up?
What is up?
What's up? Sean?
Welcome to Legends Rerolled.
Thank you.
This here is a TTRPG podcast where we roleplay through classic stories. I don't know if you guys know this. This is our first season. We're doing Wizard of Oz.
Us guys?
Us guys.
Yeah, we know that.
Oh, okay.
What about
Cool.
yous guys?
Yous guys? You're gonna have to ask. I'm Sean. Hi, I'm Sean.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you. I'm gonna be the game master, and joining me for this and every episode is Sonny Crowley, Celine Trella,
Howdy, y'all.
Dolores Thatch, Brooke Simone,
As always.
as Terry Tinman, Justyn Trella,
I'm on tenterhooks.
and as King, Cal Broadtooth, Jake DiBlasi.
Delighted.
All hail the king.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Long live
I
the king.
get it.
Last episode, the Up Top crew was able to successfully enter Tatty Poo's Baba Yaga-like cabin and find and destroy the vessel that held Yeonan's soul.
Technically, we accomplished the goal.
That's what I said.
And some other stuff.
I'm pretty sure we won.
Listen,
Yeah.
100%.
I'm on your side on this one, Sonny. And then Cal's king.
Yeah.
Did I forget anything else?
Uh,
Yeonan's alive and well.
Oh,
His
yeah.
soul is back in his body.
Yeah, Yeonan's doing right.
well,
That
there's
liger bitch is unconscious.
a familial relation teased between Spindy Clawford and the.
Doesn't she married her brother?
Incest.
Can we,
I call incest.
why don't we hop right back into the game and see
I
how
declare.
that-
So all of us
I
are up.
declare!
Incest.
We're going to pick up exactly where we left off. You guys are on the dais, Yeonan holding up Cal's hand. There is a chant of All Hail King Cal going on in the background.
Hello.
All hail King Cal!
I'm not paying attention.
Nick, say it!
I did it. As this is going on, Shabira, who had been playing the drums up until now, walks up behind you guys onto the dais. You see her walk over to Spindy Clawford, who is doing death saves. Dice sounds. Thank you. And Shabira, thank you. Shabira walks over,
So satisfying.
casts a spell, Spare the Dying, so to stabilize Spindy Clawford, then stomps as hard as she can on Spindy's remaining hand, shattering all of her fingers,
Nice.
and then casts Spare the Dying again. Looks up at Terry, gives him a big wink.
I don't know if I can say this on this, but I'm hard as a rock right now. That is the coolest thing that I've ever seen.
Right?
Oh my god, I love her so much. Carry on.
I lean into Terry and say, that was hot.
That's a good woman right there.
All
Yeah,
right,
no,
so
absolutely. Total lady
can say
boner.
that on here, but I
100%.
did.
it happened.
We're
We
just gonna
talk
move
about
on.
so much stuff that's so weird.
Yeah.
The chants slowly begin to die down. People on the dais are kind of looking at Cal expectantly.
Sure.
And as you guys look out, you notice the crowd is kind of, their eyes are bopping back and forth between Cal and the Speaker of the Law, Mary Quilling. Cal, is there anything do you step forward or do you wait for Mary Quilling?
No, how is Yeonan doing? I'll have him supported.
After the adrenaline rush of the All Hail King Cal, his shoulders slump. He gains a couple levels of exhaustion.
Fair.
He hasn't been himself in a while. He puts his arm around you to make it look just like camaraderie stuff, but there's more weight on you than there would be normally.
Okay, good. In that case, I'll let Quilling do that thing.
Cool. So Mary Quilling steps up, raises her hands so the crowd goes quiet, and she's like, okay, so nowhere in this whole fucking book did it say anything about like a mind-controlled brother thing. So there's no precedent for this.
It's a technicality, you guys.
So I would like to put it forth to the objective members from the other lands of Oz to see if they will hold this Rexing true and recognize Cal Broadtooth as king.
Sounds fair.
I'm glad I didn't say anything. I was gonna be like, I did it, yeah.
So first up stands Bronwyn Barbarian, and she says,
That's my girl.
Cal will make good king, and sits back down.
Thank you.
Oh, great, yeah. Thank you.
Very succinct.
Very succinct. Love that, love that.
A lot of power behind those few words.
Diddy of the Great Apes stands up, and he says, I do not believe this was a valid Rexing. If Cal wishes to claim the throne, his brother has free will now and remains king in my eyes. The Rexing count commence now, if you would like. Oh, okay, we got one vote for yes, one vote for no. So I guess it comes down to the representative from Munchkinland.
Oh, no.
King Steppenfield Nutcracker!
But of course.
But of course.
And Steppenfield takes his time, doesn't rush, walks
He's
up
eating it up.
to the dais and says, Before I make my decision, I must hear a report from Captain K.T. Ducket Buckets.
Oh, no.
Who the flippin' heck is that?
The field mice that Sonny, in episode 4,
What is
said lives inside of her,
Oh my
walks out
Oh my god.
from inside
They've been listening.
Sonny's
Field mice.
Sonny inside of Sonny's tummy.
You
this
little
whole
drunk
time.
field
Oh my
mice.
god, they totally were drunk on the keg while
one
inside.
point.
At one point.
Oh, the keg's half empty.
Okay, you hear a significant slosh when I passed it to you for Cal in the last episode.
Captain KT Ducket Buckets walks out and scampers up to the dais, kneels before King Steppenfield. And King Steppenfield says, Report! Has he been watching his step? And KT says, well, yeah. Cal has grown, and he's now humble, and he is actually, like, kind of a cool guy. He'd be a good king. I'm gonna go now. And then Captain KT fucks off.
Wait, they don't scamper back to me?
No, the mission has been accomplished.
Oh.
Cal has watched his step, and I vote him for king.
Hey!
Ah.
Katie, if you want to ever hang out, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll see you, girl.
She
Cool,
runs away.
cool.
Cool. Tight.
All right.
Okay.
The
Got a cold spot in me now.
crowd erupts in cheers, and afterwards, everyone looks at their new king, including Shabira, who takes off her glasses and resumes her green form.
Okay. I walk up in front of everyone and I say, thank you all for being here. It's great to have everyone. Thanks for the support from everybody. King Diddy, I see where you were coming from. I think you're wrong, but that's okay. We'll get through it. Anyway,
He pulls out a banana
mhm.
and he eats it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
Gotta get that potassium.
So, here we are on this unprecedented day. We've saved my brother and united the kingdom of the animals. Unfortunately, the kingdom of the people, the humanoid types of Oz.
There's a little like.
Fair enough.
Terry put a slight here, but like lets him go. Doesn't say anything.
Shabir just waved. Hi, human people.
Yes, it's still in conflict. And so, on this day where I am crowned king, I would like to give the support of Gillikin country and all of its animal folk to our rightful queen, Queen Ozma. And I bow in front of her.
A huge gasp thank you. A huge gasp erupts from the crowd, and you could hear a pin drop as Shabira steps forward and says, Thank you, King Cal. Now that the wizard has officially retired, I feel comfortable and safe coming forward and saying that on the day he died all those years ago, it was the wizard who caused his death and tried to kill me as well.
Oh my god.
Now that he has abdicated the throne, I'm hoping that Phineas will see reason and restore my throne to me. And until then, the help of Winky Country and Gillikin Country is the foundation that this peace will be built on. And she does a hand thing. She leans over to you and is like, so Cal, is there any kind of like celebration? Or like, could we like announce like a party? Like how do we celebrate?
Yeah. No, we can have a big party.
Okay.
Bring in the drinks!
And they,
can of oil!
Cal, do you get a crown?
What?
Do you get a crown?
Do I get a crown?
Yeah.
You should do. You're king of the
Is there
forest.
a crown about?
We were so traditionally crowned.
Oh, okay.
I would.
crowns some more human stuff.
Maybe your mane
Yeah.
gets a little more lustrous.
No,
Like,
I'm just
impressive.
me.
No?
All of a sudden,
Look at I'm me,
Yeah,
and
like,
I'm
that's
worth
how
it.
it-
I'm
yeah.
worth it all by myself.
You're right, you're perfect.
That's beautiful, man.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
The crowd, there's a stampede of people who just run back to that big open field where you guys started. You hear bands and a ruckus. And
We untie the octopus so he could play.
Oh, he looks at you and
sorry about that, guy, but I couldn't let you interfere with what we were doing before. But now that we've done it, fantastic.
Hey, baby man, no hard feelings. It is what it is, and we got a king now.
Like he's underwater. Above land.
Yeah, he's octopus, right?
Sure.
So, you guys all... so, the crowd stampedes out to join in the revelry, and for a minute, it seems like the people who have stayed behind are you guys, Yeonan, and you still have Spindy and her two henchmen here.
Right.
They haven't said anything. They haven't done anything. Steppenfield and the other two leaders stay as well. So Diddy and Bronwyn are also here.
Are they unconscious?
Who?
Spindy and the other two? The henchmen?
The henchmen surrendered.
Okay.
And Spindy is now conscious again because of Shabira.
Right, okay.
She shattered her hand so she couldn't cast magic spells and then brought her back.
Okay. Is there any, like...
Freaking smart.
Like, how does this work here? Do they go to prison?
Just like a
Is there a
capital
law?
punishment
Or is there a
location?
law against
Like-
taking over someone's body?
Oh, okay.
Is anything
Quilling-
written down about that? Or?
No. Quilling specifically said there was nothing about stealing somebody's body.
Oh, that's
better
right.
get on
that's
it.
No
right,
body.
I would do it before they make one.
No body, no crime.
No, I'm not stealing the body.
If I might, my liege,
Mhm.
perhaps we
Which
should
liege? Me?
both.
Okay.
Both.
Oh,
both,
oh,
both of you.
hell yeah.
Being that is your country, I'm speaking to you directly. Of
Okay.
course. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know. But,
Liege just for the bedroom.
Ugh.
My queen.
if I might suggest that we take the prisoners up to Tatty Poo's cabin and speak with her about exactly what went on while you were away.
Damn, that's good counsel.
You're going to be real good at this.
I would say let's talk to
I'm working on it.
Francesca, because Tatty Poo's a little,
She's
batty
also
poo.
up there.
Well,
So-
She's
yeah.
also up there, so let's
Oh,
just
yeah,
go
no,
up.
that's what I'm saying,
I know,
yeah.
let's go up there. Yeah.
Oh,
To the cabin?
can we go up the rope? Or is the rope only down?
The one that he ziplined on?
Oh,
The one that Tito zip lined down on?
It's a counterweight. So, like, the
Ah.
heavy part is already down here.
You know what? I'm tired, guys. Maybe we just take the stairs. Let's just take the stairs. Let's do that. I don't know.
All right.
We'll take the rope bridge.
All right,
upper body
fine.
strength.
I'm coming down this way later, though.
Oh, with your
It's
cloak
definitely faster.
billowing, that's going to look great.
I could probably just jump.
Honestly, you should probably do that with all of your
With the lights and
counsels
everything?
from
Yeah,
now
right?
on.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
whenever anyone asks, just like use that. That's
Yeah.
great.
That's great.
Yeah. yeah.
Well, all right. First thing, I point to somebody. I'm like, figure out how to make a counterweight so we could go up too.
yeah. There's a muskrat.
Good job.
He's making jobs already. What a good kid.
Right?
Good job.
Wow.
Employment rate is skyrocketing.
The unemployment, not in this
1,000%.
What a
fucking
king.
nation, not here.
And that's what the muskrat sounds like.
Okay.
And
name
then
Willie?
you see him go over to just like a normal ass set of scales and take off like the trays and just starts like pulling the different size. Okay.
You get it. We'll figure it
How
out.
does this count?
All right, we go up. We
don't
walk
even
up.
know. All right, so you guys all walk up. As you get back up there, you see a lot of smoke coming from the chimney in this cabin. It looks like the kiln has been active. And when you walk in, you see Frankie playing some soft music on a viola.
Oh,
Some soft, soothing
Very
music.
nice.
And Tatty Poo is at a potter's wheel, making another vase.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could Terry take out his pan flute and join with
Join the
Francesca?
song. Absolutely.
As best he
cute.
can.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
So you're able to, like, this is a very common Ozian lullaby. It is the Itsy Bitsy Liger. And you, so yeah, you hop right in.
Tongue in cheek, here we go.
Hop right in with the Itsy Bitsy Liger. Throwing in harmonies. It's great. It's great. Cool. So Francesca looks over at you guys, gives Sonny kind of a dirty look,
I am standing very far back. I'm at the back of the crowd.
looks over at the rest of you, and is like, ooh. So I didn't expect so many lions in here today. Not that it's an unwelcome sight, mind you. It's just a different day than I expected.
Yeah, well, I'm the king now.
Oh, I was about to say Your Majesty, but to your brother there. I guess I got the wrong one. Your Majesty.
He's taken a leave of absence. He's mental health.
Oh, I think that's great for him.
reasons. Yeah.
He's been very isolated.
Mm-hmm. So we got Spindy here and her goons,
Aye.
and they took Yeonan's soul and put it in one of them jars.
Uh-huh.
How's Daddy Pooh doing?
Frankie,
Aye.
did you know what was going on? Why Tatty Poo was making all of these jars?
Oh, well, the reason she was making the jars was for her, it just gives her something to do with her hands, gives her something to focus on. I know that some of the jars were taken and used for some kind of purpose. I assume something bad, but yeah, most of the jars were just trying to help her keep her mind. It's been slipping away.
Can we insight?
Yeah, I was about to ask
So
the
like
very
the
same
jar
thing.
with Yeonan's soul was in here. So they took a jar and then brought it back, and no one.
They had like
Hey.
that whole fancy case.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, it's where the jars belong. They brought them back.
Ooh, I got a very pristine 20.
18.
What?
Wait.
Whoa.
I don't know what that
Whoa.
means. Is it natural or is it yucky?
Oh, it's natural. It's
Thank
pristine.
you.
It's
Pristine.
It's
perfect.
the opposite of
Beautiful.
yucky.
It's the opposite of yucky, obviously.
There's so many terms in D&D, I get confused.
I know, and here I thought I was the beginner. Meanwhile,
Listen,
teaching
we all can
you
learn
guys
from each
things
other.
You didn't even know.
Yeah, she seems on the level. It seems very genuine that she's here trying to help Tatty Poo, who's kind of like losing her grip at the end of her life.
Okay.
It's rough.
Yeah.
So it's genuine. We okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
I mean, you could try and talk to her right now. She's a bit more calm than she was earlier.
Sure.
I'm going
Just
to
so
stay
you.
very far away.
Yeah, it's
We
funny to say
didn't
back.
leave the best.
We did not leave the best impression.
Yes.
I specifically.
No, that was bad.
I
You did a bad job.
too didn't because I'm pretty sure I'm the one who busted in eventually and like gassed the shadows. I think Cal. I think you go and talk to her.
Sure.
Very much one on one.
I mean, she's your,
sort of meet. Yeah.
your aunt? Your
She's kind of like my grandma.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'll go in and I'll. Was she sit down making a jar?
Yeah, she's making a vase.
Okay.
She's done centering the clay and is now doing the mushy bits.
Oh, that's the fun part.
The fun bits is the mushy bits.
Ah.
She sees you coming over.
Hey, Grandma.
Calvin, how wonderful to see you. I'd get up and give you a big hug, but... And then she shows you her clay-filled hands.
Of course.
Yes, have a seat. There's a chair kind of nearby.
I'll sit down. Yeah.
Yeah, come, get your hands wet. Help me in here.
Of course.
Tell
And I'll
me,
start shaping it.
Yeah, and she's like, all right, so it's been so long. How have you been?
I've been good. Everything's good, back to normal around here.
You look healthy.
Thank you. Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
How are your parents?
They're doing very well. They're downstairs.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, no, I did some interdimensional travel and stop drinking.
Oh,
So that
I'm
helps.
so proud of you.
Thank you.
Very few people can pull off interdimensional travel and recovering from drinking.
Yes. So, double whammy. Big wins.
Are you proud of yourself?
Today, I am. Normally, we're in the middle. We're working towards self-confidence.
Well, I hope you get there.
Thank you. So, they used your magic to store people's souls in these jars, huh?
Yeah.
Hate when that happens.
Me too.
One of
Such
those
a bummer.
days. Any way to get your stuff back, or it's just kind of, gone?
What stuff?
The magic power that you had to invest in the jars to store people's souls.
She has kind of like a look in her face of confusion, and then her eyes seem to like glaze over and lose focus, and she shakes her head, kind of blinks a couple times, looks over at you, and says, I don't remember.
Okay, well, yeah, a little more water. You're drying out a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
There we
Thank
go.
you. I didn't. I know I can't go back, but I can go forward, I think.
Damn.
You know?
I do.
Yes.
I feel the same way.
And I didn't want to.
No.
And she starts to get a little weepy. I didn't want to. But if I didn't, they would have killed him.
Okay. Well, then thank you for doing what you did.
Calvin, is he okay?
He's okay. Well, he'll get there. You can't go back. Just forward.
Okay.
He'll be all right.
He will. Oh, and when you see Jackie, tell him I have a bone to pick with him.
Yeah, tell me what you want me to tell him.
Okay, tell him that it was rude of him to break my vases, and to leave without an apology is unacceptable.
I will let him know.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Is she talking about me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Jackie boy.
I like slump my way through.
I slumped my way back.
Hello.
Jackie boy.
I'm sorry about your jars. I was trying to find and save Yeonan.
Jars are jars. Friends are forever. Get in here.
Oh. And I'm going.
And she goes, she gives you a hug, totally forgot about her hands at this point.
That's all right. I'm a mess
you got
anyway.
clay all over you.
Clay now.
And she goes, sit down.
Oh, I sit.
How are you?
I'm okay.
You're a bit different.
Yeah, I'm a bit different, and I don't really feel like Jackie boy. I feel like Sonny.
Should I call you Sonny?
If you'd like.
I would. Sonny.
I'm feeling kind of conflicted because
Okay.
Jackie boy seems like not a great person, so I don't necessarily want to be.
Well,
him.
Jackie boy was complicated, but I like to think he had a good heart.
Okay.
He was a very good friend to me.
Well, that's not nothing.
In a tough time. So even though you don't feel like him, Jackie boy, when did you get here?
Just now. Bring it in.
Oh, it's so good to see you again. I don't think I've seen you since you left with the king. How is that?
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he is doing well? With you helping him, he has to be.
Yeah. Definitely. I think he's passing it to his daughter now, though.
Oh, Ozma, she's so young.
She is starting to learn, though.
She's the best, and I love her so much. Sorry. Just Terry shots from.
Is Ozma here with us?
Yeah. She's kind of staying outside.
Oh, okay. Because like as that happens, I was just like turn to find her and like look at her and be like,
she's kind of chilling.
Wouldn't even recognize her.
yeah.
She's chilling outside with Terry.
She is growing to be a great queen.
All right. Well, when you see her, tell her to come see old Tatty Poo. I have a couple magic tricks that she might not know.
You've got it. I will definitely send her your way.
Thank you.
Can we do that right now?
Yeah, I was like, I was gonna say,
Can Ozma come and speak to Tatty Poo right now?
Sure.
go get her.
Yeah.
Great.
Tatty Poo looks over at Ozma and says, Beatrice, is that you? And Ozma says, no, it's Ozma, Tatty Poo. Well, haven't you grown? Listen. I know some magic that I don't think I've taught anyone except Jackie. So, if you would like to learn, I would like to teach you. But not today. I have had so many visitors. I'm getting a little tired. Frankie, I think it is my nap time now. All right, sweetie. Okay, guys, do you have any other questions for Tatty Poo before we head out?
What was the magic you taught, Jackie? What do I know it? What is it? What is it in relation to?
I grabbed Scammon. I'm like, now's not the time.
Yeah, I think perhaps,
All right,
perhaps now
all
is
right.
not the time.
All right, I'm sorry. Have a good sleep.
As you walk out, Shabira will actually look at you and say, like, from what I remember, I think Tatty Poo taught Jackson magic. Like, he got here, he was a dude from... Looks over. Yarth, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. That would be the one?
Dope.
The very same?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she's the one who taught him, like, the fundamentals.
Oh.
I guess taught you
I guess.
the fundamentals of magic. Other than that, I don't know what she would be talking about, but that's... I mean, I guess once...
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to die in her sleep, isn't she?
Wow. That's my grandma.
That was his character.
Was that out loud?
Why in God's name would you?
I don't know. She's
assume that?
really old. She had a lot of magic taken out of her.
Dude,
I don't know. Oh,
Jesus.
no, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Good night.
Tito will
Dang.
Tito's gonna pipe up in Dolores' head and be like, "Yo, Big D, she didn't smell half dead." That's all I'm saying.
That's good. Okay.
Shabira looks at Spindy and her henchman and is like, "That didn't really help with this problem at hand."
Right.
I totally forgot.
Not
That's
even close.
crazy of us.
So
Is there a dungeon? Do you have a prison?
Not really.
Do you have like a...
Do you have like capital punishment
pit?
here? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
A pit? No, not really.
Or a cave?
No, not really.
Maybe a nice tree hole?
No, not really.
Like a hole in a tree?
Mhm, I
Like
know
where
what
squirrels
I understand what a tree hole
we
is.
got, we
Well, you
got the
found-
visual.
Outside of the cabin, could we just set up the congregation with us? Just set up around them and begin to question Spindy and her two henchmen.
the sun is starting to set way off in the sky.
I take a picture.
Oh.
Roll me a
Fuck yeah, dude.
performance check, I
A
think.
performance check?
I forget what we
It's
called
like
him.
majestic.
Why
You're in the
not?
I thought it
willow.
was
Yeah.
performance.
Oh no, it's a 10.
You're in a giant tree, so
Yeah.
the canopy
Yeah.
of leaves is kind of blurring it.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So yeah, sun setting. You hear like a murmur of crowd, and then every once in a while, one really loud animal noise that like breaks through it. And yeah, it seems like everyone else is having a hoot, and you guys
Especially
sit
the owls.
Oh my goodness.
in
Wow.
Jacob,
Rim shot.
you get out of here.
Wow.
I'll take that as bird.
So at this point they are bound, and all of them have gags. They're all tied. Their hands are all tied. Their legs are all tied.
Cal, how would you like to proceed with this?
I suppose we should question them.
Spindy first.
Yeah, of course. We'll de-gag her.
Before you did that, Yeonan is like, "Listen, I don't want to be here for this. I'm going to go in one of the barracks and take a nap."
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Before you go,
Yeah, man.
sir, if it's not too much trouble, is there anything you could tell us? Well, you were under the influence of the puppet spell, so there's no way that you would be able to. You couldn't recollect anything while you were under it, right?
It's kind of like a dream.
Okay.
So some things I remember and some things I don't. Like, I remember there was a little tiger kid who was very nice, who would come and visit me sometimes. I remember I don't like Spindy, but if you have any specific questions, I could do my best.
Were you aware that you were in your body and things were happening around you, but you weren't controlling yourself?
No, it's more like now that I'm back in my body, some of the things remain. Like, some of the memories were in my brain, I would guess. So when I got back in here, they were still there, but not all of them, because there's no context to the memories because I wasn't there, you know?
Okay.
It's basically what I was trying to get at. Was,
Yeah.
what did it feel like to be under the puppet spell, and if you could recall anything? And it seems like it's very blurry at best.
I felt for a while just like a consciousness in a black void. Like there was nothing, like, and after a while I couldn't hold on to details anymore. I forgot who I was. I forgot everything.
Same.
And yeah.
Yeah, I went through a similar experience, except I got out of my void and found the scarecrow.
This is the wizard's magic,
Hello.
not the wizard's brain.
I'm Jackson, but not Jackson.
Hi.
This is Sonny.
Yeah,
Formally, maybe.
but
So,
good to
anything-
formally.
Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean when
There's
this
no,
is.
you're not alone in the experience.
All
Yeah,
right,
I was
guys.
gonna
All right, guys. Go to bed.
Okay.
Go to bed.
Sorry, bud.
When we're done with this, maybe a support group.
Oh my god, I would love one to
Shrug?
just talk about it.
Yeah, right. And then he fucks off and goes to bed.
He needs to sleep, guys. Be nice to him.
Sorry.
He's just excited. You don't talk to other people who's been transplanted.
It's true. No one else has been able to relate to me this entire campaign.
Absolutely.
You're very unrelatable, Sherman. You're a living scarecrow. I don't know. Not a lot to go off of there.
All right, Spindy.
Calvin.
You only have one hand.
Yeah, but it's shattered.
Yeah, but your other hand, what happened to it?
I'm not telling.
Ugh, God.
I step on her other hand.
Ooh.
Oh, dicks! I didn't think you'd go straight there. Wow. Okay, what was the question? Oh, I was
What
half asleep.
happened
Now I'm back.
to the hand that you don't have? Not this one. Put just a little pressure on it.
I gave it to a crocodile for magic
Okay, where did that happen?
in the bog.
Okay, that's good. Do you know the crocodile's name?
No, he just called. He was. The wizard said he was the master of.
Step on harder.
He was the master of Crocs. The master of Crocs.
Master of
Crocs?
Yes, that's what I heard.
I'm gonna insight that, if I could.
Sure.
Ugh, 5.
5.
Can I also insight?
Definitely lying. You can also insight.
Oh, wait.
Oh, definitely lying.
No. With his 5 insight check, that's what he thinks.
Can
Give
we
me
all-
your
Can
insight.
we all insight?
Sure.
I start leaning on her for a little bit.
Oh, 7, not much better.
Definitely lying.
12.
12, definitely lying.
17.
17? No, she's telling the truth.
Leaning on it just a little.
Cal, I think she's telling the truth, bud.
So
You can let off a little bit on the hand there. Just a little bit. Not much. Like,
Okay.
Croc is clock, guys. So she's technically correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted magic and I didn't have it and other people have it and it's real cool and they said it was going to take a hand, so I gave my hand.
Yeah. No, that all checks out. The Croc's bad news.
Okay.
He was in the bog?
No, it was a ritual I did in the bog.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
Did you do it with the wizard?
Yes.
Of course. And so you pledged yourself to the wizard after he introduced you to the Croc that gave you the magic.
No. He never asked me to pledge myself.
Okay.
He just offered it. Then he talked about the favors I owed him. But yeah.
No, so yes, he did kind of. He used it to subjugate you to a degree, just a little one.
You were indebted.
was there a quadling
Indentured?
centaur present?
Yeah. He actually did most of the talking, now that you mention it.
That motherfucker, dude.
That bitch.
Well, we're going to blow your tits off right now, Spindy.
Not without my
That-
consent.
All, what is it? How many do cats have?
Like 8, I think?
All 8 of them.
Oh, no.
All 8 of them. Check it out.
I feel uncomfortable now.
That centaur
Mhm.
was puppeting Jackson the entire time. So that's who you were really dealing with.
Oh, cool. She is nonplussed. It, like, does not matter to her. She got her magic, and that's all she cares about.
Cool. You're nonplussed. Why are you so chill right now? A, and B, what was it you were saying before about you would really kill one of your own kin when Cal, because I was right there. I heard every word of it.
Yeah.
Why would you have said that?
Well, because I'm his big sister. Half. My mother died in childbirth, and that was a nice excuse for Yeonan to not claim me.
He was a bad dad.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to deal with a bad dad.
And then she gets like, she's honestly taken aback. She did not expect that human reach out from one of the people who just dethroned her.
Yeah.
And so there's a moment of like confusion and then a moment of her, like her eyes squint and it looks like she's trying to see what your game is. And then she can't see what your game is because you have no game.
Nope.
So
No game.
she just says,
No riz on the scam.
Yep.
that's what the kids say. Thank you. Sonny, was it? Thank you.
You're welcome. As someone who also had kind of shitty parents.
Oh, me too. Wow.
It's
Same dad.
It's hard to find your way.
I can
So,
throw my hat into that ring as well, so I sympathize.
Yeah. So
Generational trauma.
sorry, this is where it has led you.
All that aside, though.
Oh, that's right. You still did some bad things.
Yeah, really.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, Cal, lay into it, Terry. Like, duck lay.
Can you relinquish your magic? I can't trust you to not come back. And the realm can't afford wars over and over.
Okay.
I don't want to kill you.
I don't want to die.
Those are for fair. We need to find a way to make it so you can't swing back. What did the Crocs say? Your deal's not over with them. The hand's temporary.
We've seen what happens to people who are
Finish
in
the
a long-term
deal.
deal with the Croc.
Mhm.
We've seen that happen.
Firsthand.
It doesn't work out.
I sacrificed a hand. He said that Spindy's going to make an insight check on her memories.
Ooh.
An insight check on her own memories.
She looks back and she says, "This is going to sound weird, but it didn't seem to be about me with the Croc. It seemed like almost like I was a means to an ends, like him getting a stronger foothold in Oz or something like that. More of his influence in Oz. All the things you're saying, like he didn't seem like a great guy. He wanted me to sacrifice a hand. But yeah.
He's definitely not a great guy. He's
Not
definitely a
the
gigantic
He's not my favorite. but,
hand-eating
like-
Croc that sucks. I hate that guy. I
Yeah.
hate everything about him.
But then when I wanted to, I could summon a little croc made out of sewage and it would attack people. It was very convenient. Okay, to go back to your question. I don't know if I can relinquish magic. I've never tried to go back on a deal with a crocodile. I have a suggestion.
I'm listening.
So when you got here, I was trying to name my niece, Cynthia Clawford, as the heir to the throne.
Of course, Cynthia. She's a nice girl.
She's a very nice girl. You don't have any heirs.
Mm-mm.
So I will swear loyalty to you. And she makes a face because it's gross.
Mhm.
If you name her as your heir and adopt her into House Broadtooth.
How old is Cynthia?
Cynthia was 11, 11,
Okay.
12, I think.
I don't need your fealty.
No,
Nor do
But
you
it could
want
help.
it, really,
Mm.
right?
I got
Well,
two sides of the coin here.
So, question. The Broadtooth family is just you and your brother now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about, what's going on with the rest, the Clawfords? You know what I mean?
That's a good question. Sean, what's going on
are
with
the rest of the Clawfords going to become an issue? Is that why her fealty would be useful?
yeah.
Would the house of
That's a great idea. Yeah, let's do that.
You're welcome for my big beautiful brain. I was gonna say, instead of just you, would you be able to get the entire house of Clawford to swear fealty?
If I asked, and there is a Clawford, or at least a born Clawford, next in line, I think they would see the benefit of
Would it mend that
fealty.
rift in the kingdoms?
It could start.
Yeah. I think
I
it's a
personally,
start.
if she is a nice girl, I think you should adopt her and raise her as a Broadtooth because you guys will do a much better job than the Clawfords,
Oh,
from what I have seen.
100%.
She leans in 100%.
They seem like
What's your
assholes.
opinion on this?
100%.
I'm a humble woodsman, Cal, and I would never presume to
Break
tell
that
you what to
generational
do.
trauma.
I would never presume to tell you what to do. This is the person that enslaved your brother in his own mind, took his soul out of his body and puppeted him for her own ends. Can you really trust her is what I would ask of you.
No, of course I couldn't. Okay, how about this? We'll come to a middle ground here, I think. I'm not gonna just willy-nilly make an heir, but I will have... It's Cynthia?
Cynthibel.
Cynthibel. Of course. How could I forget such a common name?
Tainted. What a common name.
I don't know Cynthibel. I can't have her just be my heir, but I would love to take her into my house. And if things progress, in so much as she has a kind heart and a keen mind,
She can be your ward.
I will take her on as my ward.
Cute.
That seems to be a position that holds a prominent place in Oz.
I think
Definitely. And
that's-
it doesn't
that's
take away,
sparkles.
like, if you have a kid, you know, it doesn't take anything away from
And then
your
it also
potential
would be a
offspring.
natural progression for her to become your heir later down the line if it,
if that's
if that's how it plays out.
To that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's a very smart move, Cal.
good. And then the other half of it is that I have to take the other hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry,
I was so
sorry,
hoping
miss.
we would do that.
Fucking smart chicken, you.
Yeah, you can't have hands.
You'll stay here. We'll make sure you're okay. But look around.
You definitely lost hand privilege.
You have Cynthibel will be okay regardless. You have your options in your hand or your life.
Oof. Oof.
And I'm sorry. That's as much mercy as I can give you.
That's that Sean Bean Game of Thrones attitude that we need right now.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you and says, "That's about what I would expect from Leon's son.
Jeez.
I accept. And will you consent these gentlemen here," and she motions to her henchmen, "to deliver the message to the House of Clawford?"
Send Callie with him.
Said No, I'm not saying Calliope. Callie's
Caldonia.
Caldonia, of course.
What?
Such a common name! Such common
I've got
name.
a message in his brain. She can follow the henchmen to make sure they're delivering the actual message.
Yeah, but that's like days and days and days. We have a whole other revolution to
The
inspire.
rest
All
of the
right, that
Clawfords
other
are.
one.
Oh, I forgot that they're not all not here.
Right,
But
they're not
Cynthibel is
here.
here.
No. Most of Clan Clawford is still in their like ancestral home.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd have been super duper screwed.
Yeah. Okay, never mind then. Never mind then. I thought that was like an on premises kind of thing.
Yeah.
No. Out of game. They still had to maintain the illusion that this was House Broadtooth, not House Clawford.
Gotcha.
So they needed to maintain House Clawford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can send representatives. You can do whatever you want. I just don't want these guys to go down with me.
I don't want you to have to go down.
But I am. We already did that. When you showed up here today, you decided I was going down.
That's a very good point. I don't want you to have to go down any further.
Great.
If they bend the knee, they may go.
And she looks at them expectantly.
And I look at them expectantly also.
And they wiggle because their hands, legs, and mouths are tied.
Their knees are already bent. They're tied up. They're like on
I'll
tight.
All right. So then they take one
This is my
knee.
first day. Give me a little grace.
Listen, for your first day, Shabir says, I think you're doing great.
Thank you. Yeah.
Giving out mercy, but not like being dumb about it. Love it. And they do. They bend the knee and they swear loyalty to King Cal of House Broadtooth.
And I point at Ozma.
Oh, and Ozma too.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah.
Good catch.
Terry throws you an approving look. Like,
If we were playing Baldur's Gate, it would say Terry approves. A little
Oh,
offense.
there we go. Yes. I know where my bread is buttered, Terry. All right, be gone. Go on. Get out of here.
And they fuck off.
There.
Are we
Yes.
chopping her hand now?
Yeah.
That would be lovely.
Terry, that seems like a job for you.
Terry isn't particularly like happy about this, but he looks at Nick and he's just like,
Yeah, buddy.
"This ain't our beef, but you get to chop, so it's cool, right?"
I'm having a great day.
Then let's chop it.
Chop it! So, they just swing and she like holds up her broken hand instinctively to block it and just right off at the wrist.
Love it.
And then Shabira walks over, does some medical stuff. You know, magic. Your hand's not gonna grow back.
Magic. Your hand's not going to go back.
Love that spell.
That's a good spell.
She has no
Spell.
hand.
Should have taken
Yes,
that
she's
spell.
handless.
She is handless.
Um,
What a fucked life.
At
That's
this
so
point,
shitty.
there's a lot of yelling from the pain, and Frankie pops her head out and is like, "You guys, you know it's trying to be napped. Oh, she doesn't have a hand. Oh, she doesn't have any hands. All right, is that new?
It is.
Well, come on in, dearie. We gotta get you a nap and a cup of tea if you're gonna recover from those hands."
Or lack of.
Do you think Frankie could make her like prosthetics?
We're not doing that today.
No, not today.
Let's deal with the war.
Yeah.
All right, you're right, you're
We're
right.
going to move on from that.
So Spindy goes, and if you allow her, she's going to go into Tatty Poo's hut, and Frankie's like, I'm just going to have to take a nap.
There, watch. Hey, she's like mostly evil still.
Oh,
I'm totally gonna work with her and hopefully we'll have like a contentious but fun relationship later.
Contentious.
But for now she's like pretty bad. She's been pretty bad.
Yeah. I'll make sure she doesn't get one over on me, but I'm worried about blood loss, so I'm going to make sure she has some fluids.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Thank
Cool.
you, Your Majesty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hand, Frankie.
I could see, and then I jumped down. Whee!
It feels so much fun.
Oh, it's so much fun.
You look great doing
Send
that.
it back up. I want to ride.
Woo.
Oh, and Frankie, as the others rappel down the rope before I leave, I say, your cousin is a dear, dear friend to me, and so are the other two. And I hope
You met them all.
I met them all.
You've been around, haven't you? We're pretty scared, us cousins.
And I hope that one day, I promised a mug of beer to Frank when I
Frank?
left him.
Oi.
He's the dearest to me. He saved my life, and I just hope that all of us might share a mug one day.
Oh, I'd love that. I haven't had a family reunion in years. Oh, Terry, you're a good sort.
I think you're a good sort as well, Frankie.
Now fuck off, you scamp. I'm trying to help these people.
All right. And it just hops right down.
Hell yeah. So you guys head over towards the revelry, and as you go, people look over, they see King Cal. There's and all these happy noises. And then one of the bear folk, not Bronwyn, but her second in command, comes over to you guys and is like, King Cal, there is a chimera at the gate requesting your attention. There's like 5 people with the chimera, but the chimera seems the most scary part.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I look around, there's so much partying and fun, and I'm like, all right, tell him we'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right, excellent. And he runs off.
Then we dance for like 8 minutes, and then we go.
Power play, making him wait.
Well,
Yeah.
I want it to be more. and then
Like
I'm
a coordinated dance between all of us.
Yeah.
Dude.
Exactly. We're just having a good time.
We've been practicing our routine on
We
our
choreographed
travels.
that.
Yeah.
Some sort of country line dance, like
Beautiful,
sort of situation where we're like,
And then I look longingly at all of the alcohol, and I leave it, and I'm like, this sucks. It's not fun being king.
Hell yeah, that's true.
so proud of you, buddy.
Yeah,
proud.
come on. I drag everybody else with me.
All right, so as you go to the gate, you see a bunch of armed guards taking their jobs very seriously, and kind of collapsed or resting or sitting over by the gate is the chimera that you recognize. It is Nina. With Frink, Major Mabel Manx, Al Crowley,
Oh my god.
Tall Marin, and
squad,
a
the whole gang.
limping and injured Garthen East.
No
Oh my
way.
god, the squad's back together.
Yonan's with us, yeah?
Yonan went to bed.
Oh, he went to bed. Okay.
He fought, yeah.
Oh,
We'll
that's
let
gonna be a
We'll let the
reunion.
reunion off screen.
Copy.
Oh, I wonder if they'll get back together.
We can hope.
They see you see them. Oh, what do you do?
I run up and I give Tom Aaron and Garthen big hugs.
Garthen has his arm in a sling, and when you give him a big hug, he winces like, "Ooh, buddy, yeah, Cal,
Hi.
hi,
Ooh.
so good to see you."
I'm gonna rub my hands together and use hands of healing.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna heal him for 12 points of healing.
All right, he
Whoa.
is able to he shakes his wrist and seems to have new movement in it. And Marin is like, had to pull his ass out of the fire
Again. Hey, show some respect.
Your Majesty! And they give an exaggerated bow, nose almost to the grass.
Yes, I soak it in.
And then, and then they get back up. Marin gives you a big high five, and he's like, got pretty rough out there.
Yeah, please, come in, come, have some
Oh,
drinks.
yeah, thanks.
Eat.
Oh, drinks, eats.
Hello again.
The guards are like, the chimera, is she invited?
Yeah.
All three heads. You guys all go
No
in.
eating people, Nina. No people.
And no animals.
Good covers.
Animals are peoples. They're my people.
I just don't know what she considers, you know? Just to make
Fair?
sure.
No, you're right.
Only the prepared food.
The powers go to my head.
That'd go.
Is it possible for me to pull Major Mabel Manx aside for 1 second?
Yeah. So as you guys are walking in, she is kind of purposefully walking on the other side of the chimera from you, but you are free to go kind of around and initiate a interaction.
I would like to go up to her and I would like to say, I know your name.
Taste my pain, bitch.
Uh,
Taste my pain, bitch.
how could you forget?
I just met you, dude.
Yeah.
Terry looks very sheepishly at the ground.
And you hear Nick in your ear giggling like, it was funny.
He looks very sheepishly at the ground, and then looks up at her and says, there's nothing that I can really do to make this right.
There's one thing.
Ask it, and if it's within my power, I will grant it.
Listen, man, I don't know you. I know you're good at chopping arms off as long as the other person's paralyzed. So for me to feel comfortable with you guarding our Shabira, when we get back to the castle, sunrise, practice square, every day, you and me, until I think you're ready. And she holds out a ceramic, snake-like replaced hand to shake your metal replaced hand.
Your terms are agreeable. And I shake her hand and squeeze it just hard enough to, like, possibly, like, there's no way she could feel it. Like,
No.
it's
You need to
ceramic hand. But just hard enough anyway to, like, not crack the ceramic on it.
Yeah,
You know?
basically the both of you are trying to do that. So one of her like plates gets a little like stress fracture, and like the palm of your hand gets like a small dent in it as you guys are both trying to like one up each other. All right, I guess I'll see you on the practice field.
I'll see you there.
All right, and then she walks over, joins some bear people for some revelry.
Beautiful.
Sonny,
Daddy!
I haven't seen you since a weird dream space. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, today was a good day.
Seems like.
Yeah. I mean, it had its ups and downs, but we made it through.
Don't most days?
A little, apprehensive about what comes next.
I would be too if I were you.
But we'll figure it out as we go.
We
That's
will.
what we always do.
Wonderful.
What about you? What happened you went to Munchkin?
Yeah, we
What
did. We delivered Jezebel's message. The nice man with all the robots. He was able to create it was a delayed magical effect, so she was able to speak from an illusion, and that Jezebel really cut the legs out from under him in his speech. She brought up some very good points. Requested peace at all cost. Her chosen representatives were very intelligent as well, because a lot of people from Munchkinland remember me as a kind teacher. So having me on their side was to remind them of the education that they're missing out
Very
on
smart.
and what I could bring. Major Mabel Manx showed strength and the technology. I think the only place in Munchkinland many people see technology that impressive is, what's his name? Carl from Shuttertown with the robot.
Oh, yeah,
arm.
Carl!
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
I remember
Carl,
Carl.
baby.
Yeah.
like Carl.
So
Carl.
most don't see something that spectacular, and it made
Okay.
it seem common. So I think the people of Munchkinland have been given pause.
You were there. You guys went there to deliver the message to.
Yes, to
Phineas?
Phineas.
Well, he was there for his coronation.
Those are words. You're doing very well.
Totally did that on purpose. Okay. Was he coronated?
He was. Okay, so your first question the statement that he was there, kind of. It turned out not to actually be him.
That's kind of
but
similar.
have you ever heard of a simulacrum?
One of my favorite mixed
Is
drinks.
that one of the things that Sonny knows?
I love a
Actually,
simulacrum.
give me
Incredibly tasty with
Connor?
yeah, give me Arcana.
I think it's a summer drink, though. You know, if you start drinking it fall times.
I'd like a gin simulacrum, please.
Ooh.
13.
Nope, never heard of it.
Nope, never heard of it.
Oh, well, it is a spell in which you basically make a copy of yourself.
Oh, so like a clay him?
Yes, except for it was made out of swamp muck.
Ugh,
Yuck.
Yes, it was gross.
gross.
Yeah.
Okay, so then so his simulacrum went there to get coronated?
Yes.
Was it coronated?
It was.
Okay. And then he just like dipped? Garthen had an injury. Was there a kerfuffle?
There was a bit of a kerfuffle. And we're going to cut to Garthen talking to Cal and Tall Marin
Nice.
about what happened. Yeah, man, it was crazy. Tall Marin is going to be like, yeah, when I heard what you were doing with the whole, you went back in time with drugs.
I think just we started there and then we went to just a different place with drugs.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I figured you had mentioned that after that you were going to go try and get Yeonan, and I figured if you got Yeonan, you would probably be king, right?
I am.
And
Did it?
Yeah, right.
Right.
And I figured if you were king, all the things that we've heard from the wizard is he's very petty and he's kind of a bitch. So I was
Yeah.
keeping an eye on Garthen to see if he would try and do something in retaliation.
Okay.
And yeah, he did. Tried to set Garthen's house on fire while he was inside of
Are
it.
you kidding?
Nope.
Wow.
I was able to get him out, and luckily, so this fucking centaur made out of leaves and actual feces, was slinging spells that were way beyond me. And if the Chimera and your other friends hadn't showed up, we'd be dead.
Man, you're just the luckiest guy.
Escaped the flood. Escaped the fucking.
Listen, I'm not trying to bring attention to it in case it's one of those things where you say it out loud and then the bad thing happens, you know? But, like, yeah, you guys can mention it, but, like, yeah.
So it sounds like the wizard's back in the swamp, huh?
Sounds like.
Sounds like that's where we need to go.
Right now?
No, tomorrow.
Okay.
We got a party. I'm the king.
Drinks all around!
Hey!
And then,
Everyone hears that aloud, and we're all like,
fucking drinks all around!
Yeah, so, Garthen, just so you know, Yonan's, upstairs in the barracks, but he's, sleeping.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, because,
Okay.
he's had a half decade, because he's been mind controlled this whole time.
Yes.
And-
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he hasn't been in control of his faculties at all.
Okay. So what you're saying is don't go wake him up with an awkward reunion with his ex.
I mean, you could just be aware that you do you.
All right. Yeah. No. I think I'm just gonna wait. I'm a party.
Hey.
Maybe we'll meet up at breakfast. I'll be like, oh, it's so weird that you're here, right?
Oh, wow.
Oh man, breakfast.
Hey, I just didn't want it to be like, oh, hey, randomly. I wanted to give you the old heads up.
Okay, cool. No,
if I see
appreciate
him
that.
before I see you again, I'm gonna be like, yo, just so you know, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No. I appreciate that.
Did you get my letter?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good.
So I was about to head out to join you, and that's when they set my house on fire.
That's pretty messed up, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this wizard fellow anymore. This Phineas guy,
Yeah,
don't like him.
different guy than the wizard.
Well, not now, technically,
Yeah, but
no, before.
one
yeah.
point, yeah.
yeah. I don't know who I think I worked for both of them. Didn't even notice.
well, you just get letters, right?
Just get letters from crows.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Crows.
You want a
Some
drink?
of them are cool. Oh, I gotta go that way. Yeah, grab me one. I'll
Hell
circle
yeah!
back.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
He goes,
Sonny wasn't there, but Celine
I don't know
just
why we
gave
gotta
me
be hating on crows.
a very, a very angry look at the slander towards crow and crow related.
I identify as a crow.
I mean, that's your dad, and
That's
I
my
mean,
daddy.
Hey,
Gotta come from
don't
somewhere.
eavesdrop on other people's conversations.
I was in here.
Yeah, but
I'm bear number 3.
Oh.
Wait. Bear number 3 is upset that because he identifies as a crow?
Yeah.
He lives a complicated life.
Don't we all?
It's hard to be bear number 3.
So
hey,
the
buck up, pal.
The revelry continues into the night. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do or talk to or see or anything tonight?
Yeah, what's my new ward's name again?
Synthabel.
Synthbell.
How could you
Forget
forget?
again? Think
I'm gonna
synth
write one
bells.
note for the campaign.
Yes! Got him.
It's gonna be big. Okay.
Jake's
It's gonna
first
be
note
big.
of the whole campaign.
We'll have to get a picture.
One
Oh,
L or 2.
2.
E at the end, I assume.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that.
Obviously,
Yeah.
She's a lady, okay?
with a little E.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Big Synthabel, little.
Yeah, I think we all just party and revel in the
Hell yeah.
The victory.
the
Yeah.
victory.
Oh, yeah, we
of
revel.
the day.
We're riding
And
that
we'll-
high.
We'll talk about it tomorrow because tomorrow's gonna be.
Tomorrow is
pass?
gonna be a big day. So you guys.
I don't drink. I keep
Wow.
spilling.
Hey,
Cow! Yeah.
That's gross.
Proud of you, buddy.
That's
I
a character
almost
growth.
drink. But
Oh,
I
wait, there
do.
was
I,
any night
I
this
tell
weekend.
Garth that I'm like, I can't. I'm not drinking right now.
That's
Yeah.
probably really smart. You've got a lot on your plate.
Yeah, then I go find a pillow and I just yell at it.
The ceremonial screaming pillow.
Yeah.
The king's screaming pillow.
Ooh.
Screamed in by generations of kings.
Yeah,
All right.
of course.
So
Traditional.
It's the end of the night and you're sober. I guess. Do you go back to the top of the tooth?
Yeah. I
Sleep in
guess
your
so.
ancestral home.
Yeah. It's been a long time. Come on, guys. We'll have a sleepover.
To the tooth.
Ooh, to the tooth.
So you guys all get your favorite little branches and bed hammock things. You guys are all decked out.
I can have a double with Ozma. Yes.
Oh,
Should be her.
Wow.
Should be her.
Yeah.
I call her Shabir, but Ozma.
Yeah, definitely. And as the gentle snores of the animal folk lull you all off to sleep. Delores,
Oh, that.
Oh, no.
I.
you have a dream.
Of course I do.
You're back at the bar in Loonville, but there's a beautiful stage where the bar should be. You and your friends are doing a really well choreographed dance to the YMCA by the Village People. But all of you are in your bachelorette gear. The crowd is filled with familiar faces from all over Oz, and in addition to that, you see Winnie serving drinks.
Oh my god.
Stealing proud smiles towards you. The song ends, and before you can hop off stage, Kipper, the bunny bartender from Loonville, comes over and she hands you a note. You open the note, right? We assume that? We assume everyone opens notes?
For
I think so.
Why wouldn't they?
Obviously.
And it says, "Please meet me upstairs in the name of peace. Signed, Linda."
We were having a good time, Sean. We were all having fun.
We were ending on a high note.
Fuck it right off. God.
I do it. I go upstairs.
All right, so
obviously in the name of peace.
you walk up to a...
Lead pipe in hand.
Do you know what? That's
name
true.
of
I
peace.
brandish a weapon in the name of defensive peace.
Defensive piece.
I'm also in a dream, so nothing can happen.
You're pretty safe.
I knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
So you walk over to the fireman pole, loop your arm around it, and zip upstairs.
Dream logic.
Dream logic. Of
course.
And you pop through onto a landing, and you can see Linda sitting on a bed waiting. It seems like a normal tavern room that you might see in Loonville. There's a chair, a wash basin, a full-length mirror in the corner, a TV mounted on the wall across from it, you know, the usuals. And Linda stands as you enter the room and says, "Delores, you might not believe me, but I'm glad to see you, and I'm very happy you've managed to do so well here in Oz. It seems like you're really thriving."
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
What do you want?
My son asked me to come speak with you. And I remember
Don't like that, but go on.
I remember that you didn't like it when I showed up in your dreams.
I
so-
was just gonna say I've only had 2 dreams
Yeah.
since I rolled up here, and it's both times you've invaded them.
But
and-
this one I sent an invitation, so I hoped that was more respectful.
go on.
Okay.
I just
He wanted me to ask you to...
Yeah.
And then she freezes.
Oh.
Everything in the room freezes. The dream was kind of wavy and shaky, but nothing moves anymore. And then you see... The TV turns on.
This is so scary. This is a nightmare officially.
And on the TV, there's a room mirrored to the one you're in. But in that room, you see Phineas.
This is so scary. This is not a dream. Why'd you call it a dream?
Good luck.
This is a nightmare.
I gotta hand it to you, Delores. I underestimated you.
I bet you did.
I did.
I know.
Honestly, I didn't care if you killed Jezebel or died on the way.
Okay.
But I never thought you'd join her. And bringing Ozma back from the dead. Woof. Is this right? Am I doing this right? Snaps?
Sure.
Snaps? Oh,
Why
so
not?
good. So good. You really put my nuts in a salad shooter here, Delores.
Don't say that. I don't like that very much.
So I'm fucked, right?
I mean, if that's the way you see it.
I do. You got Winky Country. You got
did.
Gillikin Country. That witch made a really good pitch at Munchkin Land, so they're probably gonna join you guys in a few minutes. So I think I quit, right? I'm fucked. I'm proper fucked. Nothing I can do.
Loser looks really good on you. So.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna go to Earth, I think.
I don't know.
I have an unlimited supply of Merlinite blood, and the only other person who's ever transported through dimensions here in my stronghold. So I think I'll be able to figure out how to get there pretty soon. And I'll make sure to go and say hi to people for you. Dave, your mom Petunia, your friend Winnie, that guy who likes toast, really anyone who's ever met you.
What a fucking asshole this guy is.
I'm just gonna go say hi. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's
Wait,
a
I don't know
whole...
if that's true yet, though. Now, hang on.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I got a whole army of swamp creatures in between me and you. And a field of poppies. There's no way you're gonna be able to stop me. And I wanted you to know that you win. Congrats. You did it.
You know, I feel like a lot of people say that they can't be the villain of their own story, but you have to be aware that you're like the villain of your own story, right? Like, you're a super huge asshole.
Yeah, I'm sure you would say that. All villains think the other person is the villain.
I'm not the villain. I don't.
See what you just did there? See what you just did? You proved me right. See, we could have had such a beneficial
No, we could not have.
relationship.
No, we could not have. Pass.
Yeah. No, I'm right. It's too late. And he continues monologuing.
Of course he does, of course. It's a soliloquy because I'm not listening, to be technical.
Ooh, I appreciate. You know what? Inspiration.
Yes!
Inspiration for soliloquy.
Desperate for it. Let's take
Thank
it.
you.
Let's go.
I need that.
But at this point, something catches your eye behind Phineas. There's a mirror behind you, so there's a mirror behind him that you can see. And in that mirror behind Phineas, you see a man. Standing in a hallway that looks like an old Downton Abbey style manor. Sunlight streams in through the window behind him. You focus on him to see if you recognize him. He's got tight khakis, boots, white t-shirt, denim jacket. He's got shaggy blonde hair. His eyes are sunken and bloodshot like he hasn't slept in years.
You're describing my ex-boyfriend.
Woo!
In real life. In real life.
IRL?
I am Brooke. Not Delores.
Why not both? Why not both?
Oh, okay.
We don't know what Dolores' life has been. So yeah, he looks like he hasn't slept in years. And he doesn't smile, but you've been surrounded by all these crazy creatures that, like, his seriousness is almost kind of comforting in this crazy dream vision thing. Mm-hmm. You make eye contact, and as you do, he kind of points up to the corner. And when you follow his finger, you notice in the corner of the TV screen, there's a zipper tab.
So dream. Yeah, okay.
And so you look back to, like, try and thank him or something, and when you do, you see a rabbit in the window behind him. And not like a little bunny scampering across the window, it's like an anthropomorphic, like Oz-style bunny.
Terrifying.
Scarred eyes, and there's an intelligence that like you can tell this person has human-like intelligence. She's looking around the room, very obviously looking for something, and before you can warn him, she just runs off. And it seems like there's some kind of a loud noise on...
Oh, I have chills.
Whatever. It seems like there's some kind of loud noise or something on his side of the mirrors, so he walks away. And you are left with the TV, the soliloquizing villain. What do you do?
The bloviating villain.
Thank you.
Yes. The classic bloviating.
Double inspiration.
What a fucking word.
I pull the fly on the pants of the TV.
Yes. Oh, good.
Expose that pants!
Yes.
So you zip all the way around, and the TV screen kind of flops over like a tent flap.
Oh.
And you are able to see through the illusion to what Phineas is really doing. Right now, in Oz, he is lying on a bed. Next to him, you see the body of, not the body, but the husk of the wizard.
I'm so not the villain. It's so him. That's so evil.
Well, yeah.
And
we agree.
We agree.
Good, thank you.
He has tubes set up. Oh, behind him, there are all these open arcane tomes and beakers that are bubbling with magical shit.
Yeah.
And you see that Phineas and Jackson are in the middle of a blood transfusion.
He's taking the Marlinite blood.
And then you wake up.
Legends Rerolled stars Justyn Trella, Celine Trella, Brooke Simone, Sean Dougherty, and Jake DiBlasi. Edited by Celine Trella and Sean Dougherty. Theme song by Ryan Logan. Score by Jake DiBlasi, Justyn Trella, and Kevin O'Leary. You can follow us on Instagram at Legends Rerolled and on Facebook at facebook.com/Legends Rerolled. Like, subscribe, follow, and be sure to pay your artists.
It is a...
I'm sorry. That was really visceral in my ears.
Keep that.
I gotta edit around.
No, I'm sorry.
Keep your gross to yourself.